situation. We don't have a bedroom door, but I have a solution for that, and it's making an epic sliding door that not only will house some of my plants, but some of my everyday carries. So without further ado, let's build an epic sliding door. So my game plan is to recreate this French cleat sliding door with the planter boxes for the bedroom door with a few modifications added in. So let's head to the table saw and start cutting the French cleats. So I cut all the boards for the French cleats on the table saw, giving that 45-degree angle cut. I just made sure to make them all wide enough that I was able to fit 2 pocket holes on either side. And once I had all of my 45-degree angles cut, I cut all of my boards down to the same size on the miter saw. All right, progress update of where we're at so far. We have all of our pieces cut down for the door assembly. We have all of the French cleat slats, 13 of them, and the outdoor framing, but everything needs a good sanding first before we can assemble. So let's do some sanding, assembly, and then we'll move forward to making some planter boxes. Okay, I cut down a bunch of little scrap pieces of the French cleat so I could get the right spacing all the way down. I've made my marks on the board. Now I'm just gonna transfer it from one side to the other so I know where to make all of my pocket holes. I'm gonna do 2 for each board this time. That way there's no twisting. So now that I got my marks on one side, let's transfer the marks to the other side and then get to pocket holing. Okay, I said 2 pocket holes per board, but what I meant was 2 pocket holes per side per board, meaning each board got 4 pocket holes total, which keeps it nice and secure. All right, now for the fun part, we're gonna assemble the door with all those pocket holes that we just drilled. It's all nice and sanded down. I'm gonna use 2 pocket holes per piece of French cleat, as well as a little wood glue, which I didn't do in the past. Learn from past Lindsay's mistakes. Future Lindsay is gonna make sure these are nice and secure. So let's get to assembly. I had 1 additional French cleat slat, so I used that as my spacer board to keep everything lined up for the pocket holes. Okay, now that we've got the outer of the frame door built, I'm gonna give it a little bit more thickness and cover up all these pocket holes by adding another strip of wood over the outside, giving a nice little frame. The other door I made, I did a long one at the top and the bottom and shorter on the sides, but I didn't account for that this time and measured differently, so we're gonna just keep moving forward with what we got. So let's go ahead and attach these boards to the outer section of this, and then we'll start making some planter boxes. I made sure to use a generous amount of Type Bond 3 wood glue for this and some spring clamps. Okay, the glue has dried, so let's unclamp it, flip it over, and sand the other side. I ended up having minimal glue squeeze out, but I wanted to make sure that the front of the door got a good sanding. All right, the door is built. It still needs a finishing coat and hardware added, but let's switch over the table saw so we can make some planter boxes and a couple other fun elements to hang on the French cleats on the door. Then we'll give everything a nice finishing coat on the wood and then get to assembly. So let's switch over the table saw and keep moving forward. All right, we're making some progress on these planter boxes. I got them cut down to size. I also got the groove cut down on the bottom for the board that'll slide in that. Now let's take it to the miter saw, start cutting some 45 degrees on these and make them into planter boxes. I like to mix it up and have a couple different planter box sizes. So the square boxes ended up being 6 by 6 inches and the double planter boxes ended up being 10 by 6 inches. Sweet, we got all the outside box pieces cut down. I have 3 different sizes, but I still gotta cut the bottom portion. But I'm gonna do a light sanding first, then we'll do a dry fit, and then I'll measure the actual size that I need to cut for the bottom pieces. Then we'll do a glue up, put some finish on this. We're rocking and rolling, so let's get to sanding. I guess I have to plug it in first. You know, it's always easier to sand the inside of boxes before assembly, so that's what I'm doing here. Okay, let's cut down the bottom section for these boxes. I have this 1/4" ply. I'm just gonna cut down the length and then I'll cut down the actual width of each one of them on the miter saw. All right, dry fit's done. Now let's glue it up and one final sanding and add a finish and we're almost there. One of my go-tos when I'm gluing up boxes like this is just using painter's tape to use as my clamp and then go back in with a brad nailer to secure it. Oh, these look so nice, all sanded. I realized that my camera was dead when I did all the brad nailing, but I did throw some brad nails and puttied the sides, and then now they're nice and secured, solid. So now I need to add some French cleats to the backs of these, and then we need to add a finish to everything. Then we can add the hardware to the door and hang it. We're getting there. All right, let's keep moving forward. So I 3D printed some of these hooks, and it's in 3 parts. It has this little piece that slides inside it, this little cover plate after you've got it all put together. And then I came up with this little situation out of the scrap pieces of wood. I know it's kind of bulky, but once it's on there, you barely see it. So basically this guy will slide, boop, right over the top. We'll cover that with this, French cleats on, and then this is all you see. So let's make a couple more of these bad boys and then go throw them on the door. I also decided to make a little shelf for my everyday carry items out of some of the scraps that were left over, and I added a little backer board that I could add the French cleat to. That way it kept nice and secure against the door. All right, my game plan for keeping these planter boxes nice and protected from the watering and the plants, I picked up these plastic storage containers in a pack of 3 from the dollar store, and they fit in here just perfectly. It gives a nice little watering tray for the plants to sit inside like so. It's a low profile and it works perfectly. Okay, I feel really good about our progress. Everything is built, everything's sanded. Now it just needs a coat of Halcyon. So let's hook up the sprayer and give all of this a nice coat of finish. Let it fully cure and then we'll assemble it all. Okay, the weather's perfect for this today. It's a little overcast, it's not too sunny out, and it's not windy. So I've set up my 2 stations. I have the sprayer all hooked up. I'm gonna be using TotalBoat's Halcyon Clear. I love this stuff. It's water-based, so I can thin it down just a little bit, and it'll work beautifully with the sprayer. I can do multiple coats. So let's get to spraying. Oh, these planter boxes are looking so good, and that Halcyon just looks so good on this. Okay, now that the door's fully dry, let's install the sliding barn door hardware that I got off Amazon at the top of the door, and then we'll move to inside. Okay, it's time to move all the plants in the shelf and then install the sliding door hardware. So let's get to it. Oh, it looks so weird without all of my plants here. It's so bare. Okay, now that this is all cleaned out, let's hang the sliding door rail. Okay, well, now I want to see some plants on it. Oh, I love it. It covers the door like perfectly. I also need to add the stoppers, which I was supposed to do beforehand, but you know, it's not like I haven't ever built this door before. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, yeah, now let's add some plants. there it is, my French cleat sliding door, the new and improved version. I love the additions of having the 3D printed hooks that I can hang up stuff. In fact, I'll probably 3D print a couple more hooks just to add to the door because I love that addition. And to have that tray where I can empty out my pockets at the end of the day and have all of my everyday carries in the same place. This door just makes me so happy. Plus, let's be honest, anytime I can add plants into a project, it's a win for me. Whew. Excuse me while I have a Mr. Rogers moment and get ready here. All my stuff in the same place that I need to be. Till next time, friends, when we do another fun project together.